Hi, Taurus-Gemini Cusp Collective. Welcome to Cusp of Roses for your general cosmic tarot reading and energy spread. I hope that this live does find you in the highest vibration possible, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you read through the description box below, okay? It's going to have everything you need to know about the energy I am channeling and pulling for this reading series and how to get in alignment with that according to your natal chart. For those of you that have been hanging out with me for a while here, Taurus Gemini, thank you guys so much for being back. All the love that you do show on my channel is so greatly appreciated. Thank you for liking the video. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on a video, and turn on those post notifications to all so that you are notified when I am live, as I do all of my readings live here on my channel. Okay. Taurus Gemini, let's get into it. Okay, we're going to start with your gratitude and grounding moment. Do whatever gratitude or grounding practice feels right and best for you. I am going to do the same, and then we'll see what you got going on in your energy. Okay. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the Taurus Gemini Cusp Collective Energy here on YouTube. Anyone who maybe has strong Taurus or Gemini in their natal chart, or just feels drawn to watch this reading, I thank you for connecting us all in this moment, and for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that this collective needs to hear regarding whatever planets, houses, transits, aspects, zodiac signs, or elemental energies are supporting, guiding, or influencing them in the now moment. Whatever they most importantly need to know about those influences, I do ask that it come forward through this reading, and I thank you so much, Divine, for your clear guidance, your grace, your love, your mercy, your protection, the peace that you bring, and your presence with us in this moment. We love you, and so it is. Alrighty. Taurus Gemini, give me 2 shuffles here, okay? Let's get started. Cosmic energy for Taurus Gemini. Cosmic energy for Taurus Gemini. You got Saturn return in age. Oh yeah, this is a vibration of 50. Okay, breaking down to a 5. So 50 or 5 might mean something to you. Okay, might be a number synchronicity that you start to see. You also have void, of course, moon, which is 52 in this particular deck, breaking down into a 7. Energy of something missing. It gives me the new moon. Okay, new moon energy, which we're pulling up on at the end of this month, I believe, or the beginning of August, maybe like August 1st or 2nd. Don't quote me on that, but it feels like that's when the new moon might roll around, okay? So that might be a very important time coming up here for you, okay? Or whenever the next new moon is, depending on when you watch this. Any other cosmic energy here for Taurus Gemini? Ooh, Jupiter and abundance. We love to see that. We love to see that, don't we, Taurus Gemini? Okay, so you definitely have some form of abundance here. Okay. Oh, and then look at that. The abundance might be coming in the form of your career, 10th house, and the world. So you might be receiving abundance like on a world stage, publicly, in front of someone, in front of a group of people. Or this could just be a spike in your financial stability, okay? Something in your career either starts to pick up, gets a lot better, maybe builds momentum, regardless of whatever it is that you do, okay? Seems like a very, very important energy, though, here with that 10th house. Okay, so this might be a career reading here for you, Taurus Gemini. Let's see. I do feel like, though, this Saturn return... See how that man's arms is, like, folded? It's almost like, Taurus Gemini, have you learned what you needed to learn? Like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Saturn being also connected here to the 10th house, Capricorn energy, okay? It gives very much so father figure, okay? Maybe getting some discipline here from Saturn to kind of Oh, okay. I just heard tighten up in some areas. So maybe there's just been this sense of like loose and flow and ebb and go wherever the wind kind of takes me here, Taurus Gemini. And it feels like Saturn saying, okay, let's start to build some structure here. Because this 10th house needs something to support it, okay? It's the world stage. Yeah, see the clock? It's time. It's time for something here, Taurus Gemini, to shift, to change. It's time for you to maybe build a particular structure around something, okay, in order for you to kind of have a foundation for this abundance to rest on, okay? Saturn's also trying to get you to see what's missing here. There might be something missing from your routine, something missing from your career, something missing that you're not necessarily tapping into just yet, okay? But it does feel like you have cosmic support to get there and to figure that out. So let's see. For my number people, you do have 7 here with Jupiter and abundance. You also, again, have 50, breaking down into a 5 with Saturn return, and 52, which breaks down into another 7. So 7 might be a very, very important number here for you, or you might start to see 7s after watching this reading. You guys let me know if that number holds any value to you. 5 could also be a very important number as well. That being the number of change, 7 being the number of alignment, okay? So yeah, it's like there's something shifting here. Something that was once very loose, very flow, maybe very open is now gaining structure because Jupiter's trying to expand you. It's like in order for you to go like this, there has to be something for that, something to carry the weight of that expansion, it almost feels like. So for some of you, this could be like finally settling in one spot, finding a home, getting into some particular routine. Maybe that's what's missing here, okay? Routine might be missing for you. Even though we don't have the 6th house energy out, I can kind of sense it and feel it a little bit. Yeah, you got the High Priestess, so I'm poor with that, okay? Okay, tell me more about this Jupiter, Saturn return, and void, of course, moon. Wow, these cards are ready to talk here. You got the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands for Jupiter and abundance. Okay, Ace of Wands, and I was kind of feeling that though. There might be this idea, Taurus Gemini, something creative, something that you might be inspired to create, inspired to pursue, inspired to kind of manifest in some way, Taurus Gemini, okay? That needs structure. So the idea is maybe that's what's been floaty, right? The idea has kind of been floating around in your head, in your mind. Maybe you've been toying with the idea of doing something, creating something, pursuing something, right? It's like, I kind of feel inspired to do it, but I don't know, maybe you're waiting for the right time, right? With the 10th house and that clock. But it does feel like whatever this idea is that has been kind of floating around you, there's a lot of opportunity to build abundance from it, okay? But again, it needs structure here. Saturn return, for those of you that might not know what that is, okay? The Saturn return happens every 27 to 30 years, okay? So wherever Saturn's placement was or is in your natal chart, again, there are free calculators there in my description box. If you've never looked at your natal chart before, I suggest doing both. The Western astrology might make a little bit more sense. Jyotish or Vedic astrology is a little bit more complex, okay? So, wherever that Saturn placement is, though, when it does a full orbit, so whenever Saturn returns to the exact spot, to the exact house or degree that it was in when you were born, is known as your Saturn return. So if you think about the average life cycle, right, of humans nowadays, you would feel that sense of 30, right? You hit 30, it's kind of a different vibe, it's a different feel. You're a little bit more saturated in who you are, a little bit more seasoned. Think about then 60, you're kind of pulling into hopefully retirement or whatever the case may be, right? You're moving into the more or less like senior citizen. You're getting certain perks and benefits or whatever the case may be. It's another life shift. And then if, God willing, you make it to 90, right? I don't even know what that shift would look like, but still, it's like that might be a whole different phase. So again, it's wisdom that comes in with the Saturn return, okay? So it's almost like the accumulation of everything you've learned from 0 to 27, 28, 29, 30 all gets compacted and compounded and becomes the structure for the next 3 decades. Okay, so that's why that's super, super important. And again, it feels like the divine is trying to get you to do an inventory or check in on what might be missing, what lessons you're maybe skipping over, or you haven't grounded in all the way, because there's a need to do so for this Ace of Wands and this Queen of Wands energy. Okay. Okay. So, and that's that Queen of Wands energy again. The Queen is very magnetic. The Queen stance, the Queen position, it's very magnetic. Things come towards, right? Where the King is more action oriented. Okay, so it feels like this idea has come towards you. Okay, something that again might offer you a lot of abundance when it comes to your material world or your career, having a lot of success. Okay, tell me more about this Ace of Wands and this Queen of Wands energy for Jupiter. Okay. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Like I said, it needs structure. It needs something solid. There's a need to really put it down on paper, put it into practice, make logical sense of this idea, right? Start feeding it energy, start building something around it. Page of Pentacles, study it. Okay, maybe there's just something that's always been intriguing to you, something that your spirit feels called to learn more about. Start learning more about it, because it feels like that might lead you towards a path of abundance here, Taurus Gemini, okay? Tell me more about Jupiter. What else does Jupiter have to say? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. This idea is going to get you over a hump, out of stagnation, over some sort of plateau. Like I said, it's like a spike or a rise. When I saw this lightning bolt, I literally saw like a chart spike, right? Like an instant kind of rise in your stock here towards Gemini, whatever you got going on. But with that Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's the more you meditate, the more you kind of sit with this idea and start giving it structure and how to apply it to what you've already done or what you're already doing, the more that this builds momentum, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Tell me more about this Seven of Pentacles for Jupiter and abundance. Three of Pentacles, like I said, it's a lot of career here, okay? A lot of career. So maybe there's this desire to kind of collaborate with someone, maybe in a Queen of Wands energy, okay? Might be a fire sign of interest to you, or a fire sign maybe doing something that you're interested in doing, maybe wanting to learn or study underneath this Queen of Wands energy. Yeah, you got the Eight of Wands. Okay. Now, if this Queen of Wands doesn't represent somebody, this could be you, Taurus Gemini, right? Where you're starting to maybe tap into your own spiritual nature, your own sense of connectivity to source, to God, to the universe, the divine, okay? And maybe you're starting to study the signs and synchronicities that have been surrounding you, okay? So this would be, again, maybe seeing 777, 555, 111, those common number synchronicities, or it could also come in the form of hearing the same word from multiple sources, or, you know, songs randomly popping up into your head, but the particular lyric about it, the words, it's like maybe you're starting to study and pay attention a little closer to the messages that the divine is sending towards you. So source energy, the universe, God is absolutely trying to communicate here with you, Taurus Gemini. I think there's just a little effort that has to be put in here on your end to really hone in on what you're being told, what is being communicated, okay? Six of Swords. You might be inspired to move on or move forward. Or maybe there's a need to overcome some sort of mental block here. That Six of Swords is, I'm out of the storm. I'm out of some sort of fog or confusion. I just don't know where I'm landing yet. And maybe that's, again, that fluid kind of, not necessarily having a set and settled foundation, Taurus Gemini, okay? For some of you, it really does feel like maybe you've been traveling a lot, because that Jupiter energy, it's Sagittarius energy, right? It's exploration, and maybe you've just been exploring yourself, right? And now it's maybe time to get a little bit grounded in what you've discovered about yourself, okay, Taurus Gemini? Tell me more about this Jupiter and abundance. Yeah, King of Cups. Okay. Which is telling me that there is this need to, because again, that flowy energy, again, 2 cards here with water. The first 2 cards, both on bodies of water. Wait. So this is that energy that I was getting, where it's like you've just been very fluid. Very kind of here, over there, maybe a lot of everywhere, right? You're the cusp of energy, so your energy definitely takes you or moves you around a little bit more than, I would say, the average person, okay? But yeah, it just feels like with that King of Cups, it's time to get settled. It's time to get settled. It's time to kind of hone in on what these messages, what this communication, what all of this energy that the divine is sending towards you, make sense of it all. Study it a little bit more, okay? Tell me more about this King of Cups, though, because it's grabbed my attention. Like, I can't turn away from it. Yeah. Judgment. So what has all of this exploration and all of this fluidity taught you? Again, like I said, with Saturn, what have you learned, Taurus, Gemini? It feels like the divine is also calling judgment on that, okay? Maybe bringing up some emotions that maybe need to be mastered within yourself here, Taurus, Gemini, okay? Need to be studied a little bit more. Need to be applied to your current situation. Yeah, there's something in the emotional body that you need to kind of connect with here as you're kind of journeying in this in-between with the Six of Swords, okay? Tell me more about this Saturn return for Taurus, Gemini. Okay, yeah, you got the Knight of Cups and the Chariot, right? Advancement. It's time to go to the next level. That's what I was also picking up with your 10th house of career. It's time to go to the next level. It's time to reach this next height. It's like, again, 7 of Pentacles. You've done all that you could do with where you were. Here comes this Ace of Wands, which can also be like a renewed spirit, new fresh energy, right? A new vibe, new inspiration that's going to take you to the next level, okay? But where you're going, this next level is going to require you to kind of be in your King of Cups energy, okay? And trust the intuition and trust the energy that you're sensing with that Queen of Wands. So really kind of honing in on your intuition, both from a spiritual sense and an emotional sense, okay? Tell me more about the Knight of Cups and the Chariot for Saturn return. Temperance, more Jupiterian energy. Sagittarius, Cancer with the Chariot. Also could be Leo, though, the Chariot for me as a reader. Tell me more, though. Temperance. So again, there is this divine assistance. Like I said, this Saturn energy, Jupiter and Saturn definitely work together to, like I said, Saturn's coming in to help you build and kind of compact, kind of shrink in, build some sort of structure so that Jupiter can then expand on top of that. Okay, if you're too in the fluid, Jupiter doesn't know where to start and where to stop, right? It's like there's a need to get grounded and centered into one point, one foundation, one place here, Taurus, Gemini, so then it can bloom outward. Okay, so yeah, Temperance says you have a lot of guidance, a lot of support spiritually for all of this, okay? But there is a change that is going to happen with the Chariot and Temperance and the Knight of Cups. So maybe this is an opportunity here now that you're in this new age of wisdom, right? Or you've gained this sort of clarity about the deeper parts of yourself, who you truly are, right? You've learned a lot. Let's apply those lessons. It's like something that is passion-centered for you, Taurus, Gemini. You might get the opportunity, Ace of Wands, to pursue Queen of Wands, right? Like, it's almost like it's finally here. It's you've attracted it. And now it's time to hop in the Chariot and move towards it, okay? Or move along that path. Tell me more about Saturn return. Thank you. Yeah, 2 of Cups, okay? Some of you, there could be a connection here. Like I said, for some of you, it's like wanting to collaborate with this Queen of Wands, wanting to work with this Queen of Wands, okay? Again, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could totally be platonic, okay? But it's a kindred spirit energy, wanting to kind of build community with like-hearted individuals is what that tells me with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. Okay? And maybe something about people who understand your path or might be also on a similar path, maybe who are also very spiritual, temperance, right? That being ninth house energy as well. It's the house of faith and spirituality. You also have the Ten of Cups and you have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So what lessons have you learned? Yeah. What you put out is what comes back. So again, what you've put out over this past 27 to 30 years here, okay? And if you're not at that age range, this might not necessarily be your message, and that's okay. There's other videos, right? But whatever you've learned in that time frame, it's like now it's time to apply it. And I think the main lesson here that I think you're grasping onto, Taurus Gemini, is that connectivity with the right individuals, the right people, working with the right people, or again, the environment or who you actually share your emotions with is very, very important. Who you open your heart or open yourself up to is super, super important. Okay, because with the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups here, it's like I only want to be connected to those who offer harmony, who I'm in balance with. Now, yes, is it healthy to, you know, experience different types of people with different points of views and all of that? Absolutely. That can exist here in the Ten of Cups, right? Because it's balanced. Two of the same would repel. So yes, there gonna have to be some differences, but it does feel like I'm really just interested in connections that offer me this sense of harmony and balance and peace, okay? Where it's not a lot of contrast, it's not a lot of conflict. I don't want to say contrast because of course contrast is going to be there, but it's not a lot of conflict, right? Your view, your path, complements, balances, you know what I'm saying, supports someone else on their path, like those types of connections. Now, again, that doesn't necessarily mean you are the same all the way through and through. No. But what you bring to the table in these connections, in these relationships, in these friendships, in these business partnerships is valued and is needed, right? And what others bring to the table, you need and you value, right? So that's the Six of Pentacles, right? I have something that you need. You have something that I need. We mutually exchange it between one another. Two of Cups. Okay? Balance. At the end of the day. Tell me more, though, about this Saturn return for Taurus Gemini. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. More Capricorn energy. So Capricorn coming out to clarify a Capricorn dynamic. Meaning, yeah, this isn't harmonious, right? This feels more like obligation. So that's maybe something you're breaking free from with the Chariot and Temperance, or that the divine is trying to help you break free from. Connections, people, places, things, situations where it's not reciprocal, right? Almost like a ball and chain type of situation, Taurus Gemini, and that's going to vary for all of you, okay? But I think you know what I'm saying, or what situation I'm talking about when I say that, because I don't really speak like that. Tell me more about this Saturn return in age. Last message. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So there might be people, places, things, situations that you maybe feel stuck in, tied to. Again, ball and chain, right? Four of Pentacles would say that there's a clinging, something holding on to you. Okay? And maybe that's what the divine with the Temperance and the Chariot is trying to get you to move away from, move out of. Okay? So no longer holding on to people, places, and things, Taurus Gemini, just out of the sake of convenience or comfort. With the Four of Pentacles, right? Because the Four of Pentacles is a comfort zone. It's, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk losing the Four of Pentacles I have, trying to get more. And it's like, but there's a Ten of Pentacles out there with your name on it, Taurus Gemini. You're going to have to take some sort of risk in order to get there. You're going to have to open up again. You're going to have to let go. Okay? And that's where you learn the lesson here of the Six of Pentacles, because it's the act of giving letting loose something in order to receive, making space. Four of Pentacles, there's no room for anything else to come in because you're holding everything super close to your chest, right? You're not allowing for room and space for growth. And I feel like that's what the divine is trying to get you in the mindset of, or in the vibration of, okay? Because we did a third one over here, let's just get one more for Saturn return, and then we'll move over into this void, of course, moon energy. Thank you so much, divine. Last message from Saturn. High Priestess, she came out again, okay? Like I said, for a lot of y'all, hopefully all of y'all, you would know your higher self has already been telling you that you need to let go of something, release something, make room or make space for something, okay? That this devil energy in the Four of Pentacles is hindering you. It's not allowing you to grow, okay? Again, it's like maybe time to even come out of some they're giving me the word vices, okay? Take that how that resonates, whatever that might mean for you. But you know, High Priestess says you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know the energy I'm picking up on right now, okay? For those of you that will resonate, all right? So it's time, right? Saturn return, it's age, it's wisdom. It's time to kind of grow out of those habits and that devil energy, okay? Or those situations. Now let's look at void, of course, moon. Yeah, what's missing? So what's missing is peace and quiet. Jeez, Taurus, Gemini. Four of Swords. What's missing is peace. Okay? And maybe the lack of peace, the lack of quiet, or the lack of feeling grounded, again, that energy of groundedness coming in, is what's fueling this devil energy. Okay? Tell me more about the Four of Swords for the void, of course, moon, and what's missing for Taurus, Gemini. Yeah, Page of Swords. You're not paying attention to something. Not paying attention to something, Page of Swords. Not paying attention to how much conflict you're actually in, or how much challenge actually surrounds you. Or this, again, it could be people, could be places where it's like you're not paying attention to your spirit saying, I'm ready for something different. Again, maybe that's a part of the signs and synchronicities that are trying to find you or trying to come in for you. Again, like I said, 5 might be an important number, and it's the number of change. So if you start seeing a lot of 5s here, Taurus, Gemini, it's the divine trying to tell you a big change either needs to happen, you need to initiate one, or they'll initiate it for you. 555 is like a tower moment. Okay? And this is what I'm saying. This would be the exact opposite of harmonious connections. You see how many people are here? They're all ready for war. They're all ready to fight. They're all in this challenge position towards you here, Taurus, Gemini. I just don't think you're paying attention to it. Or you might be, but you might be taking it out of context. And maybe this is what fuels that devil energy a little bit here, Taurus, Gemini. It's like, oh, everybody wants to battle. Everybody wants to compete. Oh, you want to fight? I'm down for the fight. See what I'm saying? It's like, but that being down for the fight is kind of keeping you in this devil energy. And I'm not saying that you should never fight, because sometimes there's a time and a place for everything. This just feels like Page of Swords, Four of Swords with the Five of Wands. There's a need for an elevated mindset around that energy, around the challenges, or around this. For some of y'all, it's like a group of people, maybe a friend circle, maybe a community, maybe a work environment. Because again, I said that 10th house. This could be a work environment. Okay, you might have a lot of people who compete with you at work. And so maybe it's been hard to find a foundation or find somewhere to plant yourself, because you kind of run into this Five of Wands energy with other people. Okay. And I think you're taking it, Page of Swords would say you're seeing it for its surface value. Four of Swords would say you need to see it a little deeper. Okay. You need to dig a little deeper underneath that energy, because it's not just surface. It's actually a spiritual thing. Okay, hence the Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands. It's like tapping into that with the Page of Pentacles, learning about it. Going a little bit deeper than just surface level energy here, Taurus, Gemini. Okay, that's what's missing. Tell me more about what's missing here for Taurus, Gemini in this energy. Yeah, perspective, the hangman. This is what I'm saying. You're not seeing it all the way clear, or you're taking it out of context a little bit, and what's missing is that spiritual context. So it's not just people want to challenge you, or people are intimidated by you, or they just kind of, no, it's a spirit, it's an energy that is here to kind of teach you something about yourself. Okay, so there's a need to kind of turn the situation on its head, look at it from another point of view to really gain the enlightenment. And I feel like that's what you're going to start doing if you haven't already. Because it does feel like you come up against this Five of Wands a lot, especially in the workplace. People all of a sudden just want to challenge you, want to fight you, I hope you're not fighting in work, but just have that aggression towards you. Okay, they compete with you, okay, on some level, in some way. And rather than it just being, oh, okay, they want to compete, and you're just kind of taking it, again, off the nose, just straight off surface, it's a lot deeper than that. Spend some time really thinking about it, really asking the divine to guide you on that, because your high priestess is here. The high priestess have been trying to tell you about this, I think, for a minute now, okay? And the Saturn return energy is opening up that portal for you to really see it, right? To get disciplined around what this energy actually is. Tell me more about the Hangman. Justice. Okay? Justice. So I heard karma. So for some of you, karma has to do with this. Not necessarily sure why, but with that Justice and the Hangman, it's like, maybe it's the you give what you receive type of karma energy, right? Maybe what you're unaware of is the energy that you're putting out there. I don't know. Taurus-Gemini, you tell me. And it's okay, right? Sometimes we're not aware of how we're coming across, or how, you know what I mean? Like, maybe there was times where you were very competitive with other people, and now that energy is coming back. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, take it how it resonates. But justice, the scales have to balance here in this situation. That's what's missing. Balance, again. Okay? Tell me more, though. Ooh. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles would say what's missing is this sense of worth. Rather than, I guess that does come with maturity, right? That comes with a little bit of wisdom. It's like, rather than being the Page of Swords with the Five of Wands energy, going toe-to-toe with it all the time, engaging with it, right? There's a need to kind of understand that that's what comes with the territory. Yeah, when you're in the Nine of Pentacles, of course there's going to be people who want to compete or try to challenge you or want to come at you, whatever. It just comes with the territory, but it's like you don't take it to heart here, Taurus Gemini. You just take it for what it is, really lightly. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I think that might be a bit of the work that kind of has to be done here, Taurus Gemini, with this energy. It's like, yeah, when you're in the Nine of Pentacles, of course there's going to be people who want to challenge that. Oh, look, we got 3. Yeah, because look, you're so close to the 10. The 10's available to you. You also have the Queen of Swords. So again, you're going to have to use discernment. Something about not taking it personally. And then look at that. So not only you have the 9 of Cups, you have the 10 of Cups. You not only have the 9 of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Pentacles. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, some of you have been maybe trying to figure out, why do I always come up against this conflict? Why do I always find people who want to come against me or want to try to take me down or try to like pull me out of the Nine of Pentacles or tarnish whatever I've been building or working towards? It's like, it's not a personal thing, it's a spiritual thing. I don't know how else to describe that to you, Taurus Gemini. It's not a personal thing, it's a spiritual thing. And the Queen of Swords will help you discern that energy. Okay, where you can kind of, at a certain point, and again, that comes with doing that spiritual work and really studying the signs and the synchronicities that the divine uses to communicate with you. When you understand that and someone approaches you in that Five of Wands, you can quickly, after a certain point, kind of tell, okay, this is just a spirit working through that person, right? Or, no, this person actually has like a personal vendetta towards me. Because you see what I'm saying? It's like, in your mind, and I can kind of feel it in your energy, it's like, I don't really do anything for anybody to come against me so hard, but they do. But it's like they do because 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, right? Look how close you are to that. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. It just comes with the territory, okay? So I really do feel like you're making peace with that. And I feel like hopefully I'm not saying anything that is too groundbreaking. I don't know. Maybe it is. But I think you're just at this point of understanding that that perspective, the hangman, that's what's missing, right? When you have a lot of stability, when you have a lot of abundance, Jupiter, and Jupiter's on your side, you're going to attract a lot of great things, a lot of wonderful things, right? That some people might find it hard to attract, or again, it might not be in their alignment. So it's almost like, yeah, I mean, I hope y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? It's just, it comes with it. It's not a personal thing. It's not about you, Taurus Gemini, right? It's about the light you carry. It's about the blessings that you have. It's about the energy you bring. You're the cusp of energy. You see what I'm saying? It's, yeah. All right. I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but let's just go ahead and see what the highest energetic outcome of all of this energy might be, and then what you specifically need to focus on. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine, for these messages here for Taurus Gemini. Yeah, and with that Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles can also talk about a closed heart chakra. So having to deal with so much competition, or so many people trying to come at you, trying to pull you down, you know what I mean? Going out of their way to just be confrontational for no reason, right? It's like the devil energy would tell you, oh, it's, do you see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it might have hardened your heart towards the idea of experiencing a 10 of Cups, right? Really being in harmony and balance. Like, you might have taken on the perspective that, oh, everyone's out to get me, well, I'm going to go out and get everybody, right? Like, I'm not going to be hunted, I'm going to do the hunting. Like, that type of dynamic, right? That's what that devil energy might get you into. But it feels like it's time to kind of ascend from that, Taurus Gemini, and really understand that it's not really about the hunted or the hunting. It's really just discernment, I guess. Like, really just recognizing it for what it is. I don't really know why the words that I'm trying to say are hard to come out, and I think that's just that high priestess energy. You know, when you know, you know. Yeah? Those of you that know exactly what I'm saying, okay? And that's who's probably connecting here. All right. Highest energetic outcome for all of this energy for Taurus Gemini. Yeah, come on now. Trust. Yeah. Maybe dealing with that energy has made you not trust people, not trust your more vulnerable side, your King of Cups energy with others, okay? And it's like, again, that's starting to hinder you here, Taurus Gemini, so you're going to have to ascend the situation. And potential. Ace of Wands, right? It's that Fool energy. There's a lot that can be created. It's almost like there's so much positive and so much good that can come out of this situation here for you, or coming towards you, Taurus Gemini. All of this abundance, like I said, this spike, this increase, that you just have to trust that you, almost like you deserve it. Because maybe there is a little bit of this sense of, am I worthy of that? Like, do you see what I'm saying? So again, Four of Swords, sit with that a little while, talk with your angels, your guides, Temperance, right? To kind of navigate that energy and sort through it. But there's a lot of potential that you do have, Taurus Gemini. For those of you, there's a lot that maybe hasn't been tapped into just yet because your heart chakra has been closed off. Okay? What else might be the highest energetic outcome here for Taurus Gemini? Adventures. Adventures. Okay, that's an interesting thing that's coming through this. It's like maybe Taurus Gemini, for some of y'all, and not all of y'all though, for some of you, it's like there's a need to kind of broaden your horizons. Maybe that's why Jupiter is here. Again, that expansion, to expand you beyond maybe a very small pool or pond that you've been playing in. Okay, it's like it's time to get into the big boy pool or the big girl pool, or do you know what I mean? It's time to kind of, yeah, go from the lake to the ocean, like that type of thing. Okay, there's more out there. There's more beyond this current situation for you. And again, with the Chariot, it feels like deep down you absolutely know that. Just getting in alignment with it is where you're at and kind of trying to sort through, okay? Now, what does Taurus Gemini need to focus on when it comes to this situation? Delight. Okay, maybe that's that Knight of Cups energy, what you're passionate about, what really brings you joy and happiness. Focus on opportunity. Absolutely. There's an opportunity here. Like I said, Ace of Wands. There's something coming in here for you, Taurus Gemini, or maybe it already has, or you're being given the opportunity to ascend this. This is what I'm saying, to get into a lighter energy around whatever this Five of Wands, devil energy might be, okay? It's an opportunity to shift things. It's an opportunity to connect, like I said, with like-hearted individuals. Not like-minded, like-hearted, right? The mind can vary, but the heart has to be consistent here for you, Taurus Gemini. What else does Taurus Gemini need to focus on when it comes to this situation? Yeah, change, like I said. Change. Blessings has been coming out for this collective. I love when I see this card, especially in this series of readings. And thriving. Blessings of thriving. Like I said, there's something that's about to pop off here for you, Taurus Gemini. The divine is trying to get you into like a new season where things actually work out for you. Maybe you feel like you've been down on your luck in some way, or again, it's like I keep coming up against this challenge, this Five of Wands, this, do you see what I'm saying? This wall. It's like finally breaking past that, coming out of that cycle, and that comes with Saturn's energy, this Saturn return, this age, this wisdom, maturation, right? Because there's an opportunity here for you to make some changes, Taurus Gemini, in order for you to thrive in the blessings, right? And delight in the blessings that the divine has set up for you. There's a lot of potential that you haven't tapped into yet. Okay, so trust yourself, trust your path, trust what you've been guided to or feel guided to learn more about. Trust what your higher self is trying to tell you, because yeah, there's some adventures that await you. Like I said, some of you, it's coming out of a small pond. Maybe you're meant for a bigger arena, okay? I don't know. Take it how it resonates, Taurus Gemini. I hope that you found something that supported some sort of confirmation for you, or that connected with you in some way. As always, let me know in the comment section below. I love to talk and engage with you guys down there. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed the content, or just enjoyed hanging out and vibing with me here, all right? Make sure you also are subscribed to my channel, and you turn on those post notifications to all, so that you're at least notified when I am live, regardless if you want to tune in or not, okay? So that those notifications find you consistently. Check out my channel memberships. We're doing some awesome content there for members only. So if you want to join in on that, tune in, add your energy to that lovely pool that is growing. All right. I'd love to have you guys over there. But if not, Taurus Gemini, no problem, no harm, no foul. I'll see y'all in the next one.